some people believe that Cain was literally the child of Satan, and that the real sin in the garden was that Eve had sex with Satan.
Oh, wow. I never heard
And
that.
so while men were asleep means that while Adam was sleeping, the Satan came into the garden and planted his seed in Eve. And that so the descendants of Cain are the tares. And it's like, well, why wasn't Cain's offering accepted? He did an offering. It was like, well, why didn't God like Cain? So some people say that because he was the literal son of Satan. And so we'll read a couple verses they use to support that. You have Genesis 3:15.
Okay. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel.
So it says between your offspring, between Satan's offspring.
Mm-hmm.
So who is his offspring if he didn't have any kids? Then you have 1 John 3:11-12.
For this is the message which you have heard from the beginning, that we should love one another, not as Cain, who was of the evil one, and slew his brother. And for what reason did he slay his brother? Because his deeds were evil, and his brothers were righteous.
So he was of the evil one. So they use that to say he was a descendant of Satan. And so when Jesus talks about the tares, he said the tares were planted by Satan, the sons of the evil one. So they're saying Cain was a son of the evil one. And then so Seth was, Abel was a son of Adam, and so was Seth, but Abel got killed. So then they're saying, so Cain's line is the evil line, and then Seth's line would be the good line, is their thought. And the tares are then the children of Cain, offspring of Cain.
Which then came through who in Noah's line?
Right. Theory, but then so the problems with this one are it says, so it does say God puts enmity between Satan's seed and Eve's seed, but both of them were Eve's seed in this theory.
Right.
Both of them were Eve's seed. The one that sowed the good seed in the parable is Jesus, not Adam. And then, there would have to be two lines after the flood as well. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, well, how did Cain's line get through the flood without going through one of Adam's line? And so,
especially since the purpose of the flood was to destroy all
evil. Yeah.
I'm glad.
So that was more. So then your comment is more appropriate here, like or not more appropriate, but more easily.
Defendable.
The flood did a lot. A lot of things changed after the flood.
Some of these explanations support Jesus' use of the term children of the evil one better than other interpretations. So some of these, like the Satan seed, children of the evil one, it fits. But if people were literal children of Satan or some of the fallen angels, then it would make sense of the use of the term. But the interesting thing to look at, though, is Jesus also talks about children of God. The wheat are the children of the kingdom. So we know, though, that Jesus was using that figuratively or spiritually, not using it literally. So therefore, it would make sense the children of the devil was also used figuratively and not literally. So whereas it may be difficult to determine who is a we, it may be simpler to look at who is a child of the kingdom, who is a child of God. In John 1:10-13 tells us, he was in the world, and the world was made through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his own, and those who were his own did not receive him. But as many as received him, to them he gave the right to become children of God. To those who believe in his name, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of the man, but of God. So Jesus gives us the power to become sons of God. Prior to Jesus, man could not achieve this on their own. Jesus came to his own, but they didn't receive him. This implies that not everyone who became a child of God is his own necessarily, but whoever receives him can become a child of God. So anyone who receives Jesus as a Messiah can be a child of God. So we have a right to be children of God. Prior to exercising that right, we were children of Adam. So praise God for being weak.